If you're planning to buy or seriously consider a luxury home in or around Park City, whether it's your forever residence as your primary home or your dream mountain escape, then this video is for you. Hey there, luxury home seekers. If you're considering buying a luxury home or a second home in Park City, you're in the right place, and this is the channel for you. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Scott Steele, and I help people relocate to Utah every single day. And today in this video, it's all about Park City. And as your Park City luxury real estate guide, my job is something I take very serious, and that's to make sure that you're well educated as to everything there is to know about Park City. And in this video, I'm diving into where do the wealthiest people in Utah choose to live in the Park City area. And perhaps you clicked this video because you're thinking, if I'm going to invest $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, or even $20 or $30 million or more in a home, a primary home or a vacation home, I want the very best location, the very top tier property that I can find and afford, and I want to know, where do the truly affluent people live in Park City, Utah, and most importantly, why? And that's what I'm delivering in this video today. And I promise by the end of this video, your reality will exceed your expectations. You'll have a crystal clear map as to what the luxury real estate market looks like in the Park City area here in Utah. And you'll know how to best position yourself to find the best place for you to find a way to fit into that market. And so this video is not just about dreaming big, it's about actionable insights that you need to know and that will help you make that move and make that purchase here in Park City. We'll cover where exactly the top homes are located, the hidden drivers of value beyond the obvious view or ski-in access, the segments from $2 million to $3 million to $5 million to $10, $20, and $30 million and more, and what separates the good luxury from the exceptional ultra luxury, and how I can help you access and negotiate in this market. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to give a few tips as to what it takes to compete in one of the most competitive luxury markets in the entire country. And here's a question to carry with you. If you had $10 million to spend on your dream Park City home, would you pay more for ski-in, ski-out access? Or are there other features and amenities or reasons that drive your purchase? And we're going to answer all of that and more. But first, let's set up the conventional belief and bust it. And here it is. Most people assume that if you're buying a luxury home in Park City, that it's got to have ski-in, ski-out access. And ultimately, that's just not the case. Not everybody buys luxury real estate in Park City to be able to hit the slopes and to ski right into your property. And so what I'm showing you in this video today is the top tier of all of the Park City areas and neighborhoods that you need to be aware of, because most of them are places where most people that are buying luxury Park City real estate aren't necessarily buying that ski-in property. And look, Park City is not just about ski access. It's about views, it's about that mountain lifestyle, and so much more. Look, there are many subtle, high-impact factors to consider when buying Park City real estate. For example, the location nuance, the legacy lot size, architectural pedigree, lifestyle infrastructure, and many more things that can majorly differentiate a $5 million property from a $30 million estate. And I'll show you exactly what those things are and where these homes are located. And as a local real estate broker and guide, I really pride myself on helping people navigate the Park City real estate market and advising people whether they should make that purchase, whether it's a $5 million, $8 million, or $10 million or more property, is something that really takes a unique skill set. It also takes a skill set in terms of knowing how these homes are constructed and what makes one home drastically more appealing than another. And with that, I see the details, I see the construction techniques, I also see the builders and developers that are building these extraordinary properties. And because I have my finger on the pulse, I get to see the market shifts that happen every single year. And the reality is, a neighborhood can actually shift, the market can shift on a monthly basis. It's something worth considering and knowing the market for any particular area prior to pulling the trigger and making that move. And as somebody myself that's built homes, that's been around luxury real estate for the better part of my adult life, I can guide you in the right way to make sure that you're getting what you pay for. Now, to cover all of these things, I've created a roadmap. There are 5 steps to this roadmap. Let me share. Number 1, we're going to compare expectations to reality in the various areas in the Park City market. Number 2, we're going to talk about what drives people to purchase this real estate in Park City, and what are the drivers behind this ultra luxury movement in Park City. And maybe that's not for you. Maybe you don't need that $20 or $30 million property, but maybe it's a $2 to $5 or $8 million property as well. All of it comes into play. And next up, we're going to show you the top neighborhoods in Park City and show you where the ultra wealthy people choose to live. And if you can be close to these areas, you're going to see appreciation in your real estate as well if you buy in the right location. Next up, we're going to explore what you should be looking for when buying one of these properties. Because there are 2 things here that we really need to talk about. What are the value drivers? What brings the values of these properties up? And what are the traps to avoid? And finally, how can I make all of this happen for you, especially if you're coming from a different place, or if you need me to be your boots on the ground here in Park City to make sure that this move is a smooth transition and that you can feel confident in making the right decision. Okay, first up, as promised, let's talk about expectations versus reality of living in the ultra luxury Park City market. And look, most people think that luxury in Park City means nice views, mountain views, and that ski resort proximity, but the reality is much more sophisticated than that. You can imagine, I'll buy a mountain home, walk to the lift, sit by the fire, and entertain friends and guests, and it'll be totally worth it. And the reality is, to actually buy where the wealthiest people live in Park City, you need much more. You need legacy land, ultra private enclaves, architectural excellence, and superior infrastructure, as well as proximity to the mountains and the ski resorts. For example, according to local market data, the median home price for a luxury home in Park City is $2.6 million. But there are so many properties that are exponentially more expensive than 2.6. And so we're talking beyond that, $5 million, $10 million, $12, $18 million, $20, $30, $40 million. There are properties in Utah selling for these prices. And the real question is why? Why is somebody willing to spend so much money to live right here? And I'm going to explain all of that. And so if you're thinking of being in that $2 to $3 million price range, you might find yourself in a very great place with an amazing home, but you're not going to be in that certain enclave or in that neighborhood with the ultra wealthy. It's not going to put you in the same territory, but that doesn't mean there aren't many places in the Park City area that are really perfect for different buyers. And so I think it's really important to adjust your expectation based on your budget. If you're looking for that $2.6 million home, I'm going to help you find the best places to purchase that. If your budget is higher, we'll find the best places for those homes as well. And I always tell people this, and of course, this is the common saying in real estate, it's all about location, 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 and it is all more important here in Park City. We want to make sure that you're buying that luxury home in an area that justifies the price and more, because we don't want your property to be drawn down by other properties that are less expensive or less desirable. So we want to make sure that location is the number one driver behind our decision to begin with. Because ultimately, location matters so incredibly much, not just for lifestyle, but also for resale value, legacy wealth, and status. These homes are often held long-term, passed down from generation to generation, or even rented at a premium rate for those ski-in, ski-out properties or everything in between. Okay. So if you understand that distinction, now let's talk about what is drawing so many people, the ultra wealthy, to want to live in Park City to begin with. There are 3 driving factors behind what makes Park City a magnet for the ultra wealthy, and one of them is oftentimes overlooked. Number 1 is resort lifestyle and year-round access. Park City offers skiing, snowboarding in winter, hiking, mountain biking, and exploring the great outdoors during the summertime, as well as that luxury outdoor lifestyle that so many people are looking for. And next up is the luxury real estate depth. In other words, the depth of that real estate market in the luxury space. That means we can see homes in the $5, $10, $20, $30, $40 million range, and that purchase will be justified because of the area that you're buying in. And so we're not talking about just isolated homes here. There is a well-established market in and around Park City for any price point of home, all the way up into the tens of millions. And number 3 is the one that I really think is overlooked, and that is the value that you get in Park City compared to other luxury markets throughout the West or in the country as a whole. Because when you compare Park City to other ultra high-end resort enclaves or destinations, it really does stand out and punch above its weight class. And the other markets that I really like to compare it to is, Aspen or Vail in Colorado, or even Jackson Hole, Lake Tahoe, or other places throughout the country. This is one of the top destinations, and there's so many reasons why. And when you compare Park City to these other areas, there's very compelling reasons why people choose Park City over many of these other destinations. And it's really bringing a global awareness, not just here in the country, but it's bringing people from all over the place that are looking for that luxury property. And I think another thing that really makes it unique, because of its proximity to Salt Lake City and the Salt Lake City International Airport, it makes Park City achievable. It's a place that you can live in the mountains, but still be next to the city and have easy access in and out of the city through that major airport. And so for a buyer looking for that Park City lifestyle, you can get some of that suburban mountain life up in Park City and a very high standard of living in that beautiful scenery that you find in Park City and that small mountain town vibe that everybody really falls in love with. And for the buyer that's looking for a second home or vacation home, you get that ultra luxury property that you're looking for that really is a driver for wealth long-term, as well as that status that comes along with owning that property in Park City. And that makes it a standout asset that so many people are looking for when they buy that second or vacation home. And for the ultra high net worth individuals, you get trophy real estate potential, legacy lot size, and the rarity and exclusivity that can come with so many of these areas in and around Park City. For example, in the Colony at White Pine Canyon, these properties can get up to $20 to $30 million pretty easily. And in my opinion, if you're spending more than $10 million on a property, you're not just buying a home. You're buying a platform for lifestyle, as well as prestige and future value. So with that foundation in mind, now let's get right into where are the wealthiest people choosing to live in and around Park City. And this encompasses the neighborhoods, the enclaves, and the different places around Park City that people are looking at as being the most prestigious areas in and around Park City. Okay, we're talking about the neighborhoods now. Not every neighborhood in Park City offers the same thing. So look, not all neighborhoods in Park City are created equal. Some provide prestige, privacy, and value more than others. And so I want to walk you through the top areas in Park City, those addresses that become the most prestigious, the ones that people really want to buy into that neighborhood, which means your value will be driven up as the years progress. And I'm going to talk about what makes each of these places unique and maybe why you should consider it. Okay, first up, I want to talk about the Colony at White Pine Canyon. This particular enclave here in Park City is an ultra-gated ski-in, ski-out community in Park City, offering large acreage lots, high-end architecture, and full mountain amenities. The value drivers here in this neighborhood are the access for skiing in the Park City Mountain Resort, so ski access drives the decisions for so many people wanting to live here. But in addition to that, it's the size of the lots, it's the acreage, it's the exclusivity, and most importantly, the views. The estates here list at $10, $15, $20, $30 million pretty regularly. So you're going to have many properties in here that are oftentimes some of the most expensive properties in the entire state of Utah. And the buyer profile of who might want to actually end up buying here, they inevitably want that ultimate mountain luxury and privacy lifestyle. And while the Colony is peak ski lifestyle driven, another neighborhood offers golf and that equestrian experience that other people are looking for. Okay, the next neighborhood on the list is Promontory. Now, personally, I've spent a lot of time in Promontory. It's a beautiful neighborhood and incredibly desirable for different reasons. And Promontory is a high-end gated golf and ski community with luxury homes starting in the multi-millions. Now, when I say ski community, it's not near a ski resort, but a lot of people are okay with getting in their vehicle and driving to the ski resort just 5, 10, 15 minutes away. And this is one of those communities that people are drawn to for the entire full picture of what Park City living has to offer. And so I look at Promontory as perfect for buyers who want resort-style amenities close by, but they also want that golf course, they want want lake access with Rockport or Jordanelle or Deer Creek close by. They also want that really great access and proximity to Park City for all things Park City related. And in terms of the value drivers behind Promontory, it's the amenity richness, the community infrastructure, year-round lifestyle, because this is that place that you're more exposed in terms of the sun exposure in the full season so that you don't have to deal with that really intense mountain lifestyle in the wintertime. So Promontory offers a lot that people are looking for. And next up, heading right into the core of Park City, we're going into some of the most elite addresses in Utah in general, and especially in Park City, and that's Deer Valley. Okay, so we're going to talk about Deer Valley, and I'm going to clump several places here all together. So we're not just talking about one part of Deer Valley, Mid-Mountain or Empire Pass. We're going to include Empire Pass in this, as well as Upper Deer Valley and Deer Crest as well. We're kind of lumping all of those here together. And ultimately, amongst the most exclusive mountain neighborhoods around Park City are homes that often exceed 6 million, 8 million, 15, 20 million, and more here in the Deer Valley area. And so what makes it so special? For people that want to buy in Deer Valley, it's that premier ski in, ski out destination. Deer Valley is the most prestigious of all ski resorts in Utah, and so it brings a certain clientele and a certain person who wants to be right there in Deer Valley. And along with that exclusivity, it also has amazing architecture and that beautiful scenery that people fall in love with when they come to Utah and Park City specifically. And so with Deer Valley specifically, there's a lot of prestige that comes with owning real estate in Deer Valley. And it's one of those places that so many other people are looking for. You'll almost never go wrong when buying in Deer Valley, as long as you buy the right property. And so my best buyer takeaway here is if you want that address that is the most prestigious, Deer Valley oftentimes lends itself to that. There are celebrities that own real estate all over the mountain here in Deer Valley. And so it's one of those places that some people just want to be there because everybody else is as well. And of course, there are other areas that are very prestigious in Park City as well. And next up, we're going to move closer right into the heart of Park City and talk about those areas next. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about Old Town and the historic part of Park City, as well as Park City Mountain. This is the region I'm kind of clumping all together as one in this particular region that we're going to talk about next. And so while these areas, while they're not always that gated mega mansion or estate, it does have its own unique style. And some of the most valuable lots are in this particular area, in the historic part of Park City, or in Old Town, as we call it, near Main Street in Park City. And the ski resort access here and the alpine glow views are just absolutely stunning and amazing. So the value drivers here in the old part of Park City is the proximity to Park City Mountain Resort, as well as Main Street, all of the many, many restaurants, and the amazing nightlife that takes place here in Park City, plus the high-end finish and unique architecture, especially with those older properties. And according to market data, some of the most expensive real estate on a per square foot basis are found right here. In fact, I currently have somebody that I'm working with that's renovating a property right in Old Town in Park City, and they bought a very small home for a crazy price, and now they're spending $4.3 million in renovating that property and building it out. And when it's all said and done, it's going to be some of the most expensive real estate in the state of Utah on a per square foot basis. Now, that's not for everybody. Not everybody wants that ultra high-end luxury property that's sandwiched on these tiny, tiny lots in Old Town Park City, but it is very appealing for those who want it. And so these homes appeal to ultra wealthy individuals that want that ski town vibe that can truly only be experienced right here in the heart of Park City. And so, if you imagine the wealthiest home spectrum here in Park City, there's a lot of things to consider and where you might want to end up. The entry point for that ultra luxury here in Park City kind of starts around $5 to $8 million and goes up from there. And then that mid-tier luxury kind of ranges between $10 to $20 million, and these are in some of the most desirable enclaves or canyons or pockets within the Park City region. And we can find properties like this in Deer Valley and White Pine Canyon, in the Colony. We can find properties like this even in areas that I haven't discussed in this video, like Glen Wild, for example, which is another very desirable community where Michael Jordan actually owned his home there as well. And for the top tier of luxury here in the state of Utah, those properties that exceed $30 million or even $40 or $50 million can be found in some of these little pockets as well. And these are the properties that offer the best legacy lots, the best views, the best ski-in access, and the most prestigious of destinations and addresses that you'll find in the entire state of Utah. We'll talk next about what it takes to take a property from nice luxury to that top tier ultra luxury mark and why it's so important. Investing multi-millions into a property here really comes down to the difference between great and exceptional, and that difference is very narrow but critical. And so here are the highest impact criteria that really dictate that particular jump in price. It's not enough to say, I just have a really good mountain view. The orientation of the home on the lot size, the sun exposure, and access to infrastructure, and that ski in, ski out access is crucial, as well as shuttle access. These all make major differences in the value of a property. For example, a legacy lot of 4 to 6 acres versus a smaller parcel that's about an acre in size in the same canyon can easily double or triple the value of that property. Listing data shows properties in White Pine Canyon and the Colony listing well above $20 or $30 million, and sometimes even higher than that, and really it boils down to the exclusivity of each individual property. And so when evaluating and deciding on purchasing a home over $10 million, we want to really dive into what is the exact acreage, what is the usability of that acreage, the positioning, the views, the sun exposure. All of these things absolutely come into play when evaluating these properties to make sure that you're choosing right and making a wise choice. And it's because these are the factors behind the resale value of your property if you choose to sell later on. But they're also the factors that really drive the value of your property, even if you're not looking to sell that property in the future, as well as privacy and that future development buffer that you're probably looking for as well. And so location is always the first thing. And so that's the first component to making sure that we're evaluating a property correctly. But what's number two? Number two is the architectural pedigree and the finishes that are found in the home. At the high end, it's not just about having nice luxury finishes. It's also about architect design and the pedigree behind who's actually designed the home, as well as the modern mountain vibe or legacy style that so many people are looking for, and that custom-built home that so many people really want to hang their hat on. And these homes are oftentimes found with incredible amenities, from bowling alleys to wellness spas right inside of your home, these movie theaters and these different things and amenities that really come into play with this caliber of home in Utah is another reason why people will choose to purchase them, build them, and of course resell them at a higher price tag. And homes in Park City over that $20 million price point oftentimes list features of, 10 plus bathrooms, 9,000 plus square feet, and multiple acres of land. And when you tour these properties, you've got to look beyond just that beautiful, nice kitchen. Or does the architecture actually hold up long term? It's also the build quality. Is it top tier? Is the estate designed for longevity in this particular climate, in this particular market? These homes hold premium value and status, and that's why all of this matters. And next up, it's that lifestyle infrastructure and that value that can come in having that amazing property that you could also rent out or use as a vacation home in other ways as well. If you're buying a vacation home or second home, consider whether the community supports high-end lifestyle, ski resort access, private club amenities like golf, lake access, or spas, or that rental potential that so many people are looking for if desired, and that guest access. So these Park City luxury markets are driven by exactly these things that we've covered. And all of these factors play into the long-term flexibility of your asset and making sure that it goes up in value. Okay, I just want to touch on a few pitfalls that I see a lot of people make mistakes with. They fall in love with how a home looks, but they don't take into account enough the things that are actually the pitfalls that pull and draw that price down, and they end up in a situation where they don't have the resale value that they would hope that they would have. And first on that list is buying a home with that nice view, but you're not taking into account the other factors. The lot size, the sun exposure, the direction at which the house faces really comes into play here as well. And that plays into privacy and traffic and congestion. All of these things can absolutely dictate a price of a home and double or triple its value based on all of these factors. And I see this countless times. I see people overspending on what we would consider luxury, but they're not actually getting ultra luxury. So if you're spending that ultra luxury price tag, make sure that you're getting the ultra luxury finishes. And I see it happen all too often. And that's always one of my biggest fears, is to let a client overpay for something that's just not worth the value. And if it's a resale home, have they deferred the maintenance? Have they ignored so many things that are crucial in maintaining a property in the mountain lifestyle here in Park City? And this extends well beyond just a home inspection. There's a lot more due diligence we want to do on a home in Park City if you're spending that much money to make sure that you're getting what you deserve. And now that you know where and what to look for, the last step is how I can help you access the best deals and the best properties here in Park City, with the ultimate goal of positioning you to win in this market. Okay, so next up, you don't just need a real estate agent. You need a high-end luxury advisor to make sure that you're making the best decisions possible. And these are just a few of those things in terms of what you should look for in making sure that you're working with somebody that knows what they're talking about to get you into the right place. Number one, it's about network. Somebody with a deep network in the Park City area, not only with off-market properties and properties that are on market, but also understanding who builds these homes, who the developers are, and what buyers are looking for when purchasing in these price points. And it's in great part what really comes down to those lots that are the most desirable and premium that people are willing to spend for. Next up, it's an agent or somebody with a proven record of helping people just like you. And this is all I do every single day in helping people relocate and guide them through the purchase of a real estate transaction here in the state of Utah, and Park City is my specialty. Next up, it's about strategic negotiation. Knowing somebody has got your back and knows how to strategically negotiate different factors in a home, and understanding how it's built, what actually needs to be seen and looked for that you likely aren't aware of. Not everybody is a custom home builder, but to have somebody that has built custom homes, luxury homes, and knows how they're built can actually be a really good resource and guide for you. And ultimately, I know what drives value in the Park City market so that you don't overpay for what you're getting. And next up, it's about full service, white glove service with boots on the ground to make this process and this experience as seamless as possible. Now, as you can probably imagine, I leverage video in everything that I do. I create countless videos every single week that none of you actually ever see because they're private videos for my clients where I can actually guide you through different things. And rather than just tell you, I get to show you. And so I think that the power of video really helps a luxury buyer in Park City as well, so that you can really be well informed before, during, and after the transaction to make sure that you're getting the exact level of service that you deserve and that you're paying for. And look, if you're ready to explore homes in the 5 million, 10 million, or even higher price ranges, reach out to me. I'll curate a short list of properties in your sweet spot, regardless of what your budget is, and arrange private tours, show you around the community as well as the home itself, and provide comparative data to make sure that I can streamline this process from you being interested to actually ending up buying a property. And so if you're serious about looking at Park City as a destination for your next home, whether that's a primary residence or a second home or vacation home, reach out to me. My team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice, and I'm the one that gets to help make sure that your dream becomes possible. And so reach out to me. You can find my contact information down in the description below, or you can book a video call with me personally using that link that you'll find in the pinned comment on this and every video. And together we'll identify that perfect match with your budget and lifestyle and proximity and access and everything that buyers in this particular market are looking for. I've got your back. Because in this particular market, timing, strategy, and network are incredibly important. And I would say that they matter even more than price. And so today we covered a lot of things. We looked at the expectations versus the reality of luxury real estate in Park City, why this market attracts the ultra wealthy, the top neighborhoods where they choose to live, what to look for when buying at the $2 million, $5 million, $10, $20, or even $30 million level, and how I can help you tap into that. If you're thinking of buying a home here, whether your primary residence or second home, this is your moment. The reality is you can own a property in where the wealthiest people choose to live in Utah. Not just a nice luxury, but exceptional ultra luxury. And that means premium location, legacy lots, architectural excellence, lifestyle and infrastructure, and strategic placement, and the purchase mindset behind buying in Park City. And remember, your expectations should be met and exceeded. Build momentum now. If you're ready to move, connect with me. I'll help you craft your plan, identify properties before the public sees them, and position you to purchase with confidence. And if you found value in this video, hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking to learn more about life in Park City, check out this playlist next. And until the next video, thanks.